everyone, and welcome to my channel. My name is Shawnee and we are Glitzy Stitches Home DIY. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome. Hope everyone's having a fantastic day. 12 of my friends and I are in this collaboration. It's hosted by our dear friend Zana of Ok at Home DIY. And without further ado, let's get started. For our first DIY today, we're going to be using this old round oval sign that I found at Volunteers of America. It was $1.51 and I paid 30 cents for this. I think this is pretty. It's in really good shape. I'm going to go ahead and get the tag off of it. I'm going to do a wee bit of sanding on this, guys. I'm going to go really lightly just over the surface so our paint will stick really good. On the surface of our piece, we're going to be using the Waverly chalk paint in the color Crystal, just on the very top surface. This is going to take 2 coats at least. It may take 3. You want it to dry well between each coat. I'm going to take some of the antique wax by Waverly. Get a brush, nice soft brush. Go around it. Go around my piece like so, just like so. Try to keep that edge right there. This is going to be a little bit tedious, but so worth it. Right like that. I'll wipe as I go. Just like that, all the way around the piece, wiping as I go. We're on our last part here. I'm going to turn it your way more so you can see what I'm doing. Just like that. Just like that. Just going right around. Just being really careful by the edge. Just like that. And it's okay that you have some of that crystal colored paint on the bottom. It ages it and just makes it look all the better. There we go, just like that. I got a wee bit in a couple spots, but that's okay too, because again, that just makes it look all the better, more aged. There we go, just like so, just like that. Okay. All right, now I'm going to let this dry and we're going to move on to our next step. I think this looks absolutely beautiful. Okay, so I have this gorgeous napkin. Now I purchased this on eBay. I get a lot of my napkins on eBay. I love them. I've taken off the back ply. These are 2-ply. Now I have my water pen. Now I purchased mine at Michael's. Mine was almost $8. I do understand that they now carry them at the Dollar Tree. I have not seen them at my Dollar Tree, but they do work great. But you can also do this with a paintbrush. No need to go out and buy a water pen. You can do this with a paintbrush as well, and it does work. So I just seen this, thought it was cool, and I purchased it. So I'm just going to go around my image like so. Does not have to be perfect. I'm going to pull it away like so. Just going to go around, pulling as I go, very gently. And with the crystal background, my hope is that the white background of the napkin fades right into that crystal and you won't even be able to tell. Center it as much as possible. I just thought these were so gorgeous. Here we go, just like that. Now, I'm going to go ahead and remove any edges that might be sticking out very carefully so we don't rip the rest of our napkin. Just like that. Okay. Quite a bit of Mod Podge on here, guys. And it should blend right in with your piece. You don't even have to go over it too much. Just like so. And there we have it. think this turned out absolutely adorable. On to DIY number 2. For DIY number 2, I have this vintage from the 70s, maybe 80s turntable here. Now guys, this is one of those that the old Tupperware things fit into, and they had the lids. They were like in a pie shaped. And what we're going to do today is I'm going to take this 14-inch round and we're going to place it on here. But first we're going to go ahead and we're going to make a few designs on our round. So the first thing I want to do with this is I want to tape it off. So my kitchen went from a French country to a fruit. I don't exactly know how that happened. I've been buying a lot of fruit, I guess, and I bought some fruit plants and just things that are really cutesy. So now my kitchen's fruit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I've taken some Scotch tape, ran it straight across, and then ran another piece diagonally going left. I'm going to go ahead in with some Waverly Antique Wax just in the center, in the very center of this. Okay, just like this. Okay. Just being careful not to hit the other parts. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to wipe this off. See where we go from there. Pulling up. Make sure not to rub vigorously. Now I'm going to pull this tape off. Amaze chalk paint by Waverly. Guys, I use so much chalk paint. It is my favorite. Hands down. Love a good chalk paint. All right, let's see. It's probably going to take 2 coats. Come up with it. Hopefully this isn't really soaking under there. We're about to find out. Not too bad. Okay, not too bad at all. All right, that might work. Now I have to be really careful right here. There's a little spot, but that's all right. I'm going to go ahead and take my smaller brush right in here. Okay, so what we're going to do, I'm going to just cut a few pieces of this. 3 for each side, guys. Actually going to cut it in half like so. All we need is a nice straight sides in the center. Okay. Like this. Nice straight sides in the center. That's pretty good. Just like that. Okay. Run a piece across here. We're going to do that 3 times. Okay. Be right back after we get the other side done. I'm going to be using some just straight white apple barrel paint, which is acrylic. All right, do a little shot of that. And we're going to go right in the center of our triangles. Only in the center of our triangles with these. Just like so. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put 2 coats. All right, that's going to be wonderful. What I've done is I've taken some painter's tape. I've made a circle to the best of my ability all the way around our piece on the outside rim, leaving about 1/4 inch. Okay, again, I'm going to pour some more paint here. Now what we're going to do is I'm going to get my fine tip paintbrush. Okay, now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go very, very lightly. Okay, and I'm just going to go around the edge, hitting the edge and the tape, just like that. That's all there is to this. The hardest part about this, guys, is laying the tape. Does not have to be perfect, Okay, this is what's really going to give this our lemon effect. I was just afraid to go too far with it. So, okay guys, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pull this tape up. We'll be right back. I went back around and I'm simply following my line. I did not like the thickness of that. I thought it should be much thicker. So I'm doing it with the same acrylic paint, the apple barrel white, and I'm just guiding my arm here and I'm trying to stay right in the center of the line that we created with our painter's tape. Just going to go ahead and we're just going to make little seeds, not big ones, just little seeds. I love these. It just adds that something that you need to this piece. Just like so. Now, I purchased this the other day from, not the other day, last week actually, from eBay. It's a lemon napkin, and these are so beautiful. Look at that, guys. Isn't that just beautiful? Oh, that's the rose part, but just the lemon. I love it. And it says lemon on it. So what we're going to do is I still have one of the plies on here. I want to go ahead and take that off. Pull this back, just like this. I'm going to apply this Mod Podge as we go along, guys. And the reason I'm doing this is so I can kind of control the Mod Podge and where it goes so it doesn't get out of control on us. Okay, just like that. Just like that. There we go. Okay, now a little bit right here. You need plenty of Mod Podge to get these to lay right. I'm just going to go around the piece. I don't want to go around the whole triangle. Okay, so for the old part, I'm going to take this old round, and again, this is from one of those, it had like one left in it when I bought it. I think I got this at a garage sale. We're going to take some Waverly Antique Wax. We're going to go ahead and we're going to color these balls. Okay, I'm just going to take a little bit. I want to get them all colored. Take a little bit like that. Okay, I'm going to wipe this off. Put our 4 balls in there like so. Okay, so we're attaching the little wooden balls that we just stained to the bottom. Okay, now what we want to do is I'm going around with some wood glue, just like so. Then I'm putting our hot glue in the center, just for that right now hold. Okay, just like that. And I'm going to glue these on with some E6000 and some hot glue, and I'm going to eyeball this. Okay, now my E6000, I'll put the link to my little key here. I was told about this by Sonia over at Domestic Diva. The E6 can go right up here. That's nice, guys. See how that E6 is going around that flat part? Awesome. That'll give it that really, really good hold. Thankful for that. Okay, we're going to go right around here with some hot glue for the right now hold. There we go, just like that. Okay, now let's go boom and boom. Hopefully. Hey, looks pretty good. Link to OK at Home DIY, my friend Zana, and everyone else in the playlist. I'll have their links to their channels right down below in my description box. Gonna do that. Gonna put some of this wood glue on here, guys, just for now. So go check out their channels. They'll all be on the playlist, guys. This playlist is going to be a good one. And I want to thank Zana for DIY number 3. Our third and final DIY. Super, super simple, guys. I'm going to take this. I purchased this at the thrift store the other day, and I think it's probably from the 1970s, I would guess. It's really pretty, but I want to change it up just a bit. Some elephant gray chalk paint by Waverly, and I'm going to paint this bad boy up. Okay. It's like so. I'm going to start at the bottom. Paint it up. This is really, really cool. Got a few little cracks and crevices, but it's painting very, very well. This is the ceramic, and it's not polished. If this were the polished ceramic, I may have to have roughed it up a bit with a tad bit of sandpaper, but it's not. It's going on really, really good. The textures on this bird, that's one of the reasons I purchased it, are great for what we're about to do. Okay, now it's going to go ahead. Get them all painted up here, and we'll be right back. We want to make sure our little bird is completely dry. Okay. What we're going to do is I'm going to take some more of the Waverly chalk paint in the color Maze. I'm going to get my little stenciling brush here. Since we're using old things today, I'll go ahead and use my old chip brush. Okay. Want to make sure it's nice and dry though, guys. Good and dry. Very, very gently. We're going to go with this in the yellow. Okay. In the yellow. Just like that. Love the way this is turning out. Okay. There we go. Just like that. Okay, now we're going to let this guy dry, and we're going to come back and we're going to finish this project up. A cloche from the Dollar Tree. Okay. Plenty of hot glue. There we go. Just like that. Okay. Got them centered as good as possible. Some moss. Okay. Just like that. We can clean up the mess later. I think this looks so good. I love working with this. It's messy, but it's so effective. I think I said that before. Messy, but effective. If you want to use your finger protectors for this, go ahead and do so. And there we go. I'm going to go ahead and get this cleaned up a little bit. We're going to get the top of the cloche put on, and we're going to call this a DIY, and I'll be back with our final reveal of the day. And again, I'd like to thank Zana for hosting this awesome collaboration, and all of my friends. And again, I'll have everyone's channel links in my description box below, as well as a link to the playlist. And if you like what you've seen today, go ahead and give me a great big thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel. Hit that notification bell next to your subscription, and you'll be notified each time I upload new video. I can also be found on Instagram and Facebook at Glitzy Stitches Home DIY. Have a blessed day, everyone. Bye.